Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. I want to show you guys how to restore a piece of cast iron cookware today. Now, cast iron literally will last forever if it's properly taken care of. However, there's a lot of times I've seen cast iron cookware that was abused and misused. And this piece here was actually out of a old garage that was being torn down, and it was just kind of like found in the debris and the rubble of this particular garage that was being torn down years ago. And I fished that guy out of the debris, and I'm going to actually restore this guy. And the first thing when you're restoring an old piece of cast iron like this is you got to burn everything off of it, basically start over from scratch. So, you can do it in an oven in the house, but then you stink up the house with whatever's on this cast iron. So it's better to do it outside in a fire pit. And I actually got a fire going out in my fire pit right now. I got that down to a bed of coals. And basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this cast iron on that bed of coals. I'm going to throw some hot coals in around it on the lid, and I'm just going to feed some wood on that for a few hours to basically burn all the gunk and everything on this cast iron pan off. And then when I'm done, I'm going to take a wire wheel and I'm going to wire brush the whole thing, clean it, wash it up, and then we're going to re-season it. But anyway, going to get this guy out there on the fire pit, show you how I'm going to do that, and then hopefully here in a day or so when I got this thing put back together, I can show you a nice finished piece of cast iron. All right, we got our nice bed of coals going there, and all we're going to do is take our cast iron and we're just going to throw it right on there. Just like that. We're going to let everything heat up good, and we're going to take our shovel that we got there, and we're going to shovel some of them hot coals in and around this guy here, and we're going to let everything burn off good. All right, guys, you can see that everything is burned off nicely. There's still quite a bit of heat in there. You can see down in the bottom that the kind of black gunky look of that old seasoning on there has burned off, and everything is sort of a gunmetal gray now. That's a good sign that everything has been burned off this cast iron. It's ready to be restored. That little bit of rust and stuff that's on there, when we wire wheel that, that's going to take all of that off. So basically all I'm going to do now is let this cool down, come down to a handling temperature, and then we're going to wire wheel everything, and then we'll get ready to re-season. All right, guys, the cast iron has come down to temperature where you can handle it, and I just took my wire wheel on my cordless drill and I went all over the inside of it. You can see there I pretty much got everything off that I wanted to get off as far as the rust and the gunk and the stuff that was on here. And there is the lid as well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this in, I'm going to wash it with warm soapy water, and then I'm going to set it on the stove to get all that moisture off of it, and then I am going to start the seasoning process. All right, now that I washed and cleaned this and rinsed it really well, I set it on the stove, turned the stove on so it cooks all the moisture off of this cast iron. When it's good and dry and the cast iron is heated through, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some kind of fat onto this so we can start our seasoning process. All right, the cast iron has had a chance to heat through, and all the moisture has evaporated off of it, and I've actually put in some fat. I'm just using Crisco. You can use Crisco, you can use any one of the cast iron seasoning compounds that they got out today. You can use lard. Flaxseed oil seems to be the new hotness when it comes to re-seasoning cast iron. But what you want to do is you want to put that fat in there and you want to let that melt good. Now what I do is I will wipe it out multiple times, and I've actually wiped this Dutch oven out 2 or 3 times already, because you want to get all of that rust and sort of that residue that was in the pan out. When you wash it with detergent and soapy water, you're going to get some of it out, but you're not going to get all of it out. And the best way to get all of it out is you let your fat melt like that in the cast iron, and then you take a clean paper towel and you just continually wipe this out until your paper towel comes clean, just like this right here. This is just the fat in the paper towel, and you just keep doing that to get all the that residue out. And when it's at this point, you got a nice layer of the fat all over the cast iron. I will do this both inside and out, because of course I want the outside to be seasoned too, so I can have an easy cleanup, especially if you're doing it over a like an open campfire. You're going to collect soot and stuff on there, and if you have some seasoning on the outside of the pan, it'll help with cleanup. Now basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to turn it upside down, I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees. I'm going to leave it in there for an hour, and then I'm going to shut the oven off, and I'm just going to let everything come down to temperature, and that's going to be the first coat of our seasoning. And here is our cast iron after we re-seasoned it. After it was in the oven for a good hour, shut the oven off and just let that fat draw into the cast iron. You can see there it's starting to get that black appearance again. Now, you can do that multiple times in the oven. And another thing that you can do is you can actually deep fry some stuff in this. If you put some oil in here and deep fry like some tortillas or some fish, again, that'll add another layer of seasoning onto this. You can see here what the lid looks like as well. It's a big difference from what it looked like when we first started this. But just thought I'd show you guys how to re-season a cast iron pan here that I got. Like I said, this was something that just would have been discarded anyway, that I salvaged out of a garage that was going to be torn down. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys this here. Hope you guys got a little something out of this video. As always, I appreciate all my subscribers out there. This is Modern Refugee. You guys have a good one.